In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to merge objects in Inkscape. Whether you are a graphic designer, a hobbyist, or someone preparing files for a laser cutter, understanding the different ways to join objects is one of the most fundamental skills you can learn in this software. In Inkscape, merging can actually refer to a few different actions depending on your end goal. You might want to permanently weld shapes together into a single outline, group them so they move as one unit while keeping their individual properties, or create a complex compound path. This video will cover all three methods: union, grouping, and combining paths. Plus, I will share some essential tips on color handling and text conversion that will save you hours of frustration. This guide is updated for the latest version of Inkscape to ensure you have the most reliable information possible. If this video helps you master your Inkscape workflow, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button to stay updated with more easy-to-follow design tutorials. Your support really helps the channel grow and allows me to create more free content for the design community. Alright, let's get started. To begin our setup, open your Inkscape document and ensure you have the objects ready that you want to merge. Use the selection tool, which you can quickly access by pressing S on your keyboard, and click and drag to select all the objects you are planning to join. If your intention is to create a single solid silhouette or a single shape for a logo, you should ensure that the objects are overlapping slightly. This overlap is what allows the software to bridge the shapes together successfully. Now let's dive into method 1, which is the path union. This is what most people mean when they say they want to permanently merge shapes. This process takes multiple independent shapes and welds them into one single path. When you do this, all the overlapping lines will disappear, leaving you with a clean single outline. To perform this, keep your object selected, then go to the top menu, click on Path, and select Union. Alternatively, you can use the keyboard shortcut control and the plus key. This is a permanent change that truly creates one single piece out of many. Next is method 2, which is grouping. This is often called a temporary merge because it treats separate objects as a single unit for moving, rotating, or scaling, but it preserves their individual colors, outlines, and paths. This is perfect for complex illustrations where you want things to stay in place but remain editable later. To group your items, select the objects and go to Object and then Group, or simply press Ctrl-G. If you ever need to undo this and separate the items again, just select the group and press Ctrl-Shift-G to ungroup them. Method 3 is what we call combining paths. This is a more technical merge that creates a compound path. This is different from union because it doesn't weld the shapes where they touch. Instead, it makes them share the same object properties. This is most commonly used for creating holes inside of shapes, like the center of a letter O. To do this, select your objects, go to Path, and select Common, or use the shortcut Ctrl-K. Now, here is some very important information to keep in mind for professional results. If you are trying to use the union tool on text or a basic primitive like a rectangle or circle, you must first convert it to a path. To do this, go to Path and then Object to Path or press Ctrl-Shift-C. If you don't do this, the merge tools often won't work correctly on live text. Also, notice the color handling is. When you use the union command, the final merged object will automatically take on the color and stroke of the bottom most object in the original stacking order. Finally, if you are preparing files for a laser cutter or vinyl plotter, you need to flatten your artwork. Select all overlapping paths and apply the union command, then go to View, then Display Mode, and choose Outline. This allows you to verify that all internal lines are gone, ensuring your machine follows a single clean cut. It is crucial to remember that once you perform a union, you cannot easily separate the shapes again without using undo, so always save a copy of your original work if you might need it later. And that is it. You now know how to merge objects in Inkscape using union, grouping, and combining. If this video helped, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching.